testing it? Or?
No, it's recording.
Okay, nah, first time it was. All right, we are recording.
Rolling?
Yeah, where's the Zoom? This is the Zoom? You're good, go.
We're here with Duane Morris and Paul Gorefield. I would say the band, well, Paul Gorefield of Embalmer. And now you're not in Embalmer anymore. Ex-Embalmer.
Twice.
So, anyway, I don't even know where to begin. Would you be more likely to be able to tell me the history of Embalmer, though, than Paul? Or Paul, you're more than
I saw the shows he played, but he can speak to the early history of the band. If
just as far as Embalmer's history, I can read off this fucking thing. It says,
well, they started something
Roy
around.
Stewart, Mark Davis, Duane Morris.
Well, originally it was just Roy Stewart, Mark Davis, and Toby Wolf.
And they were in a band called, like, Corpse.
Well, yeah, that's even, there was another vocalist and other people involved in Corpse Grinder, but that was like 89.
Okay.
And I'd say around 90, they turned into Embalmer and went as a duo.
Okay.
And I didn't join until 91, so but I was like the fourth.
But in 91, were you on the Into the Oven?
I joined when it was kind of the production stage.
Okay.
So I didn't actually play on it, but I got credited.
Oh, okay.
And I distributed all the copies.
Was it Rotting Remains?
That's after.
I can say, let me just interject this. When it comes to Rotting Remain, or Into the Oven era, Duane was really responsible for getting the name of the band out for a lot of times. A lot of the old mailer ads I used to get there.
Yeah, I was the guy
that.
I was the one that did all the trades with other bands and distribution and gave me the shit out of my pocket.
So I just wanted to mention that. I still have all those old ads.
The other guys, they just wanted to play death metal. They didn't really have much of a clue about underground promotion.
Yeah, I understand that Hideous, like, as some people may or may not know, the other three guys in the band, like, almost didn't want to, like, know about Hideous, so it's like, I was almost like the bad guy for, like, putting out ads and having Caddy play put ads for the Rochester, etc.
People are scared.
And, I mean, as long as we're good music, I guess you can't really come down on it, but still, why not? So anyway, Duane, you have a new band, and what is it? How is it called?
Kurnugia.
I'm sorry?
Kurnugia.
Kurnugia.
Honestly, I mean, I guess I won't hide the fact that I kind of got the idea from Edge of Sanity demo. Edge of Sanity has a demo with that title. I always dug the demo, and I never really knew what the name meant. And one day I was just like, you know what? What does that mean? And I looked it up, and it had a cool meaning, and I just said, fuck it, I'll see if anybody else has got it. Nobody else had it, so,
Awesome.
But,
who did the logo for you? That looks pretty hard.
Christoph Spadel in Belgium.
Oh, okay.
The Lord of the Logos.
Paul, what's going on with Embalmer? Right. You joined Embalmer in what, 2012?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not sure where to begin because I'm looking at my former members list and there's about 30 motherfuckers.
Right. Not quite as many as Incantation, but it's up there. All right.
But we're not going to dwell on that. I mean, it's what's going on.
The bottom line is, I've known the guys for a long time, and I had a little-known demo band in like '95 type '96 era.
What was that called?
MAC8. Only a couple of rehearsal demos circulated. Nothing really well known at all. But a lot of opportunities to be in bands over the years. But I always try to relish to be just a fan, a promoter. Someone did a lot of mail, stuff like that. Did shows. But now the opportunity arose when they got rid of the other singer, Rick Fleming, some personal issues within the band. And since I'm already hanging out with practices, knowing them all, get along with everybody, the guitar player Brian's actually my roommate right now. Just kind of fell in my lap. Went to couple practices, did a couple of songs. I had filled in for Decrepit and did some live shows with them.
You want to hear the secret?
Late 2000s and whatnot. So Had some ability, just not the drive really to do a band until this really kind of came about.
Yeah.
So I decided to give it a whirl, so step up to the plate, as Mac and Cheese would say.
Yeah.
Paul sent us.
You laying down a growl.
Sit there, use my promotional connections as a promoter, as well as, you know, really commit to the band as a vocalist. And not only, you know,
Are you working on the vocals? I mean, I'm sorry, not the vocals, but the lyrics?
Yes, it'll be all my stuff. There's 2 songs that were on a 2012 promo that I'm going to keep the lyrics from the previous vocals, Rick. But, you know, I'm going to give everybody credit because I'm not a dickhead like that. You know, I give everybody credit for what they do. He'll get his credit for those 2 songs. But everything else, there's 11 brand new ones planned for the new record, The Apocalyptic Blood Shower, that we're planning to get out this year. We're playing a major fest in Philly with a couple labels checking us out. So we'll see what happens. If worst comes to worst, I mean, we have enough distributional connections to really put it out and get it out there ourselves, do some trades and all that kind of stuff. So one way or another, a new album's coming out 2013. You can expect it.
Excellent.
Good mix of
How many shows have you played with Embalmer so far?
5.
5. Mostly in Cleveland, or?
We played Cleveland, a couple, 3 shows out there, a show in New York City, and
You just played Brooklyn.
yeah, just played Brooklyn out there. Ed Farstein, a good friend from Wendigo Productions, brought us out there. Much appreciative. So it's great. Vinny also. No, this was Ed Farstein that brought us out for this. Yeah. So, you know, a long-time friend. Great to get us at St. Vitus Bar. Awesome club. Great to play there.
Now, Duane, what are you? I mean, you're doing your new band, so that's.
Yeah.
I wanted to actually. I know you've been in a lot of bands, so for the sake of the YouTube viewer, however, I was going to have you just do a quick rundown of these bands you've been in since your, well, I guess since your first band. What is if you could run down?
Yeah, I started my first band in '88. It was called Mutilation. Named the band after the Death song. Obviously, it was a big influence on us. And, pretty much, it's most of the guys that end up being in Decrepit later. But we were pretty amateur, and we didn't start playing shows until about 89, 90, and kind of split up. We split up in '91.
I think maybe get a little bit closer just so you get better audio.
We split up in '91, and it was just kind of everybody was getting better players and going on to other things. I joined Embalmer in '91. Bass player joined Terror, and the vocalist and drummer Chris formed Decrepit, which I ended up becoming involved with almost immediately after. So pretty much I got Mutilation, then Embalmer, then Decrepit, and then Decrepit made a side project called Funeral Pyre, Black Metal, which I'm doing currently. I released the old demos on CD and the band reformed, and so we're doing that now too.
You just played a show in Cleveland, then?
We haven't played a show yet.
Oh, yeah.
Not yet, but so then it was that, and then I got the opportunity to play with Incantation for a year.
Oh, wow.
And then I went back to Decrepit for a little bit, and then...
Did I hear someone say Decrepit?
Yeah.
Fucking awesome band.
Thanks, man.
He's in it.
You are?
Yeah.
He was.
Fucking awesome.
So I did the Decrepit thing from like 92 to 91 to 96, late 96 we broke up. Then a couple of us went on to another band called From the Depths, which had 2 Exploit Christ guys in it.
Oh.
And then after that I was on and off with a band called Sanctorum. And then took a little break, and then the big Nunslaughter gig.
Oh, shit. Well, that's probably, arguably, at least as far as seeing the gig, that's my favorite period of Nunslaughter, I will say. I mean, you and Brian and fuck.
Yeah.
Man, those were some great shows.
I had a good time with it. Unfortunately, there was politics involved and whatnot.
I know.
You know, it's what it is. It was a good time. We did a lot of good shows, a lot of travel, played with a lot of cool bands.
I love, especially when I can go on YouTube and watch that. I think it's a show live from Berkeley at what's that street called? The punk rock street.
Go off the outside.
The old Inn or the old Lee. whatever, the punk rock street in fucking Berkeley, California, and you guys played an excellent set.
Yeah, that was one of the more energetic shows.
Yeah.
The ones I remember the most were that one and
Gildan, I think. Maybe.
something like that. Yeah. We had a good show in New Jersey with Sadistic Intent, Bloodstone's Starter 66. Chicago.
Have you worked with Brian since?
Yeah, he actually kind of started Kurnugia. I ended up naming the band, but it was his idea to get with me and a couple other guys and play some old school metal.
Hey, look, like this, I got their
Brian was the motivator in making the band come alive. So, you know, we're back together again. We've always been friends. You know, he played in Sanctorum with me. Before that, he was in December.
Now, were you living in Mexico City for a while?
Nah, it's
off and on.
A lot of people ask me that because I put it on my Facebook page.
Jet setter trip.
It's just kind of like
When you got vacation time, you do it.
it's like a joke or like a wishful thinking.
Sure.
It's like my second home. I actually, the last couple of years, I've probably spent a third out of each year down there.
Oh, great.
So, you know, if you add up all the weeks and shit. But, you know, my fiance is from there. I love it there. And maybe someday eventually we'll get there.
Have you worked with your friend Chris Dora in bands?
Oh yeah, Chris. He was in my first band, Mutilation, with me. We started playing music together.
Yeah.
And I was 15, he was 14.
Wow. And you guys are within a block of each other?
Yeah, actually, same street, about a block away.
Yeah.
Growing up, that is. And right now we live about 5 streets away.
Okay. Well, anyway, guys, we got Paul from Embalmer and Duane from
Kurnugia.
Kurnugia.
And plug the show, brother.
And I'm just trying to put the word out there for underground bands.
Their debut show will be June
Saturday,
8th
Yeah,
in Lakewood, Cleveland, Ohio area at the Foundry. It's going to be Rotrevor, Embalmer, Forge and Gore, Graveworm, and Kurnugia.
And that's not only going to be our first show, but it should hopefully be the release for our 7-inch, which Sean here is going to help me get out.
Excellent.
And PS Records, there's more.
And I've heard that the new drummer from Rochefort is really cute, so make sure you make the show. And plus he does like a 17-minute drum solo like Peter Criss. So. But anyway, thank you guys for talking to me.
Thanks a lot, Sam.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
God bless. And thank you, Sean, for filming it. Sean Panic on fucking camera for fucking Psycho Slaughter Productions.